So because nothing great ever grows in comfort zone, I have decided to take myself out of my comfort zone. I made a decision to go on an adventure, a journey.
So random as well, isn't it? That we've ended up being
Yeah, it wasn't even planned.
Oh, I haven't told you guys. I'm moving out. I'm done with London. What? What? I'm done. What? I'm done. I'm going on an adventure.
Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome back to Jay's World. It's such a good feeling to actually be sitting here making a YouTube video because I know it's been a while since I've sat down and spoken to you guys. I started this channel back during the pandemic when I lost my job, and obviously with my sister being a YouTuber, she encouraged me to do it. And then I started questioning if YouTube was really my thing. But I've got an exciting journey that I really want to share with y'all because I really believe that, you know, if you have an opportunity to affect someone else positively, you should always use it. I've made a decision. I've made a decision in my life, and I want to share this complete journey with you all as honestly and as engagingly as I possibly could. So because nothing great ever grows in comfort zone, I have decided to take myself out of my comfort zone. I've made a decision to go on an adventure, a journey, not only to find myself, but also to experience life. And I really believe that at the end of this journey, I would be a much better person than I am at the start of it. And there is also a lot to learn. So what am I doing? Well, stay and find out. Like I said, because nothing great ever grows in comfort zone, I've decided to take myself out of the comfort zone, and I have made a big decision in my life, which as someone who likes to put down roots, it's really big. For some people, it's probably nothing. But I've decided to move out of London, where I've lived for over 15 years, and go and experience something different.
Hey guys, so as you can see, I am packing. Yes, your girl is moving. I'm leaving the country.
Why am I doing that? Well, for one, I have felt, maybe I felt stuck, you know. I felt too comfortable. Life just seemed to be going and every day was pretty much the same. And I guess I craved adventure. I craved a challenge, not just a challenge in terms of, you know, like I don't know what people find challenging, you know, not just a challenge in terms of setting a goal, but a challenge in terms of challenging myself to learn more about myself as a person, and to also prove to myself that I am stronger than I believe I am, which I know to be the case actually. It's a big deal for me because I'm someone who I lived in the same house for 9 years. It wasn't even a house, a property that I owned. You know, I rented a house for 9 years because I have a big problem. I like to lay down roots, basically. I like to lay down roots and maybe scared of changing the status quo. So for me, one day to just give up my flat and be like, I'm moving. I didn't know where I was moving to. I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I literally put notice on my flat. I gave it up, and I knew that within 4 weeks, I would have a brand new future ahead of me. And that's the journey that I want to share with you guys today.
I feel quite like sad. I'm just waiting for my van to get here, and when my van gets here, I'm gonna be moving out of London for the first time in about 15 years. I'm not gonna be living in London for the foreseeable future, and it's kind of nostalgic. I guess that's the word.
So why am I doing it all on YouTube? Well, I think there are people out there, you know, who kind of feel stuck, who feel uninspired by the life that they are living. A lot of time, fear holds a lot of people back. For me, the reason why I chose to move and I made this decision was that during the pandemic, as you guys know, if you followed my earlier videos, I had a hard time at work when the pandemic hit. I just started a new job. I wasn't eligible for furlough. I was made redundant, and I've done all sorts of things just to survive over the last few years. over the last year and a bit during the pandemic. And I finally found myself on the other side of it. But during the pandemic, you know, when everyone was forced to work from home, I watched like friends of mine who were in the IT industry, who were in the tech industry. I watched them just leave the country, you know, I watched them travel the globe whilst the rest of us were stuck at home. Me personally, at some stages of this journey, of this since the pandemic, I was working in a warehouse, like picking shelves. I was doing the kind of jobs I haven't had to do since I was 16, 17, and the kind of jobs certainly that you wouldn't expect to be doing when you have a degree and a master's to your name. But you know, it doesn't really matter because everything was part of the journey and it made me grow. This year, I found myself with a brand new job where I was able to work from home and looking after Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And I know one of my friends at that time, she was traveling, she traveled, she worked everywhere, like around Europe, then she went to Africa, and then she made the decision that she was going to move to Africa. I think she moved to Somalia, which was strange to me because I didn't think Somalia was a country that people would actually voluntarily want to go there and live in Africa. But I remember like being on an Instagram live with her, just FaceTiming her on Instagram, and we were just chatting. And she was like, yeah, I love it here. I'm giving up my, I'm going to come back to London, sell my flat, and I'm going to move here. And I was like, wow, you know, I really wished I could travel. So when I found myself in this situation with this job that allowed me to work from home, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna change my location.
This is the repercussion of it, you know. This is the effect of it, I should say. I gave up, put notice on my flat, so this is 4 weeks now. So I have to move out my flat today. I have 2 tickets to Portugal, one for August 24th and one for July the 17th. Today is the 5th of July. So I'm not sure which flight I'm gonna be on. I have 2. It kind of depends on a couple of things, but I might be out of this country in the next 12 days, and if not, it might be about 5-6 weeks. I've always been someone who liked to base, you know, always have my house. So right now I feel kind of homeless. Once I give up my flat at midnight today, I'm homeless, and yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. I don't think I'm gonna cook very well with that. So
another reason that was really driving this is, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a musician. And I've been releasing my music since 2015. And music for me has always filled a huge void in my life. But all of a sudden, like since the pandemic, since COVID, I've been finding music tough. I've lacked inspiration. I can't, honestly, even till now, honestly, I find it so tough to just pick up a pen and paper and write to music. Like that desire was gone. And that was really strange to me because this was something that I did. I just did it, you know, music, I love it, I did it. So I could see that I was starting to, so again, it all comes back to me feeling stuck in the UK. I'm making that decision. So I'm sharing my journey with you because I know that it can seem like a daunting decision. I mean, it was so daunting that even though like when I started working from home and I got into tech and I was thinking about like traveling, every day I would think about it and it would seem like such a good idea. And then suddenly I'd go to bed or wake up the next day and all these doubts will creep in, all this fear, all this anxiety that will creep in. And these are the things that actually stop us from achieving what we want to do, you know, your own insecurities in your own head and fear. So for me, like to be able to start this journey, like I had to just literally in a split second, make a decision to put my flat on the market and to give up my flat that I was renting, because if I thought about it too much, I would have, you know, all my insecurities in the okay, hold on, someone's at the door. 1 second.
what would blow up?
I parked up, I looked at this car, yeah. Look at the car.
The thing's melted.
Exactly.
That's so mad.
Exactly.
Let's go see.
That's the car. That's the photo.
Is it melting? It's actually melting! No way. Aww. Bye bye. Off we go.
Gosh, nothing will bring me to Big Mill Road again. Well, yeah. I don't know if you know anyone called Emmanuel.
All although that knock was a bit aggressive, I'm not in trouble. That knock scared the shit out of me. Listen, so you guys have just watched the way I moved out my flat. So many more exciting news to share with you, especially about where I've decided to go. I can tell you straight up, it's not the UK. I have actually moved out of the whole country. So watch the next video where I share more about the journey with you. Just telling you.
This is the last time I'll get to come to the spot, the suya spot. Me and Helen, this was our spot, man.
We actually came here together for the first time as well.
Out here, out here. No, you should have been just permanently blonde. Suya on the menu, please.
Do you do tonic water here? Tonic. Like gin and tonic. Tonic, yeah. Okay.
I have given up looking for suya in London, in fact, in England, in fact, in anywhere apart from Nigeria. Because that suya, you see, when I go to Nigeria, do you know what I do? I come out, walk out the airport, reach the hotel. I don't even unpack the bags. Oh yeah, please don't get me 10k worth of suya. You think I'm joking? Don't, but I'm a little the thing now, yeah? With the pepper. Hey, that pepper, I lick it. There's no suya like back home. I'm saying it. Oh, there's nice suyas around, but nothing like back home.
Okay, mother likes suya.
Hey.
You get the. I want mother's reaction.
Sweet. That's Simon. Early this year.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, man.
Quick, Jerry, I want to eat my own suya.
Okay.
Someone's doing like, yeah. What's
Now,
going on?
this is suya now.
So already the wife who gonna share with you. Your man has the so I sent her a message on Facebook. Oh no, Australia. The girl I know now Australia.
I'll give it like a
So message there are
7.
You're lying.
Give it a 7.
You're lying.
It's close.
You're lying.
It's
He's lying.
close. It's close. But when you taste Nigeria, like number one,
It's the sound.
it's too wet. It's too wet. I did one about a month ago. A month ago. I just said, maybe 6 to 10 weeks.
Man said Kent is my happy place. That's so cute. So I've just checked into a hotel. This is me for the night. Oh, I like that. I like that painting.
So the day that you've watched was the day I moved out of my flat. Because I literally made the decision like that, because that was the only way I was going to do it. I had a few weeks where I literally was actually homeless. Thanks, Mom. You know, my mom let me put all my shit in her crib when I moved out of my yard. And then I stayed in the hotel for a week. Then stayed with my sister before I finally made it out of the country. So much more stuff to share with you guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come on this exciting adventure with me. I cannot wait to tell you more about where I have gone to. Actually, I'm there now. I don't know if you guys have picked up any hints during the video, but we'll talk about that more in the next video. Listen, my diamonds, I love you guys. Stay well, stay blessed, look after yourself. Until the next video, it's your girl J Moni, and this is Jay's World. Love.